Lance Meadow back here with you inside Levy and Jim. Columbia hands Brown its first loss of the season, 68-52. I'm now joined by the player of the game, Fliss Henderson. 14 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Fliss, as usual, you did a little bit of everything, but I want to focus on the final few minutes of the game. You absolutely took over. How much was pacing of this game critical down the stretch to not allow Brown to get back into it?
I mean, it's literally the game. Like, that's the game plan. I think by halftime we were kind of like slowing down on that, and like we knew what we had to do, but it's like actually putting a foot on the gas, and then just like wanting the ball the whole time. If we stop wanting the ball, if we stop demanding in the post, it's like, how are our guards going to score? And they could just back off. But as soon as we actually demanded constantly in the post, it makes the game so much easier. And that's sort of what I was doing, what all our bigs were doing, what Perry was doing, but that's kind of how we took over in the end.
Speaking of taking over, Nazi Simmons, of course, has 10 steals the last game. She essentially picked up where she left off. But the defensive intensity, Fliss, the last few games has seemed different. How much have you noticed that, and how much has that been a tone setter?
Yes, I mean, that's been our key for the past, 2 weeks. It's like we're constantly disrupting them, no backing off. We know that defense fuels offense, and I've said that before, but, literally that fuels our entire game. So it's getting into the ball the whole time, pressuring the pass, pressuring that gap, and then wrapping up with O boards or D rebounds. But yeah, Nasi in the gaps, those steals are insane, and that's what she does, and that's what she's really good at. So it's finding each other's strengths and knowing that, but having each other's back in that. And I think we finally bought into that, and it's really showing. Yeah.
Before I let you go, so where are you stronger, with the left hand or the right hand? I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm not going to answer that one.
Okay.
I feel like it's pretty obvious, but we're trying to do a bit of both. But
we'll leave everybody guessing. How about that?
Exactly.
Congratulations, Fliss.
Thanks, Lance.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
Absolutely. Fliss Henderson, the player of the game. We'll ask her about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at another time as we bring in Megan Griffith. Megan, first of all, congratulations on the victory. I guess I should start with the huge storyline. Riley Weiss has passed you on the all-time scoring list for 11th. Mentally, how have you accepted that here in the wake of this win?
I'm just happy she's rebounding.
Well said. Understandable. And certainly the three-point shooting was a nice bounce back at all. But in all seriousness, the defensive intensity, the way Fliss closed things out, what does that say about your team?
I mean, we have a lot of really talented players that are starting to learn to trust each other, trust the play call, just trust the system. And that's what great teams do, is that there's a lot of trust and team chemistry that's built up over the course of the year. And we didn't have that to start. We had a lot of our leadership, that graduated was just so instrumental in what we did in the last 4 years, that, we're figuring it out. And this player leadership that we really want to lean into, you're seeing it, firsthand right now.
Megan, what does it say about you going up against a team that was 3-0,
Yep.
Brown off to a magnificent start, and you hand them their first loss, and just the overall parity of the league, and what type of a statement your team made today?
Brown, like I said, I thought she's doing a great job. Her players are playing with a lot of passion. And I even said to them, I was like, you guys, you just have gotten so much better, in terms of, just, developing overall your game, but also just the ability to, move. Their offense is different without number 4, Maurizio, from last year.
Sure.
So it's great to see how teams evolve over time when they graduate some of their best players, and that's how we did it, right? And, Mo and I have always talked about that, is that if you can get better and age with your players, that's a really good sign. So I'm happy for her, and, I'm just glad that our league is in a place where, it's every game is super competitive, and that's what we want.
As long as you don't have to showcase the aging, of course, as the years go by.
I'm aging. That's the problem, yeah.
Well, Megan, congratulations on the victory. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks, Lance. Yep.
Absolutely. Megan Griffith, with her team victorious 68-52 over Brown, will step aside and wrap up shop right after this.